sleeping in parliament. Then we pay so much. Minister Maitem, this minister that we pay so much, Minister Maitem, she's sleeping in parliament. And with that position, she's going to fall. And minister with the fall, she's still sleeping. She's still, I don't know what's happening.
That's not the point of order. Take a seat.
No. The minister is sleeping. You can't say that's not the point of order. You can't tell me people sleeping now. This minister that we pay so much, Minister Maitem, she's sleeping in parliament. And with that position, she's going to fall. And the minister with the fall, she's still sleeping. She's still, I don't know what's happening.
That's not the point of order. Take a seat.
No. The minister is sleeping. You can't say that's not the point of order. You can't tell me people sleeping now.
This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. This station rules the nation.
Okay, folks, what a way to say good morning. It's great to be back again, back on a Monday. So say happy breakfast. Monday morning, true breakfast show. This is Liberia's biggest breakfast show. On 96.1 megahertz on the FM band. Truth FM coming your way 7 days a week, 18 hours a day, 365 days in a year. Welcome to the TBS. From Nimba to Lofa, from Lofa to Bapalur, from Bapalur to Grand Cru, running down to Maryland. My Gibby, Bombing, Sino, Bong, River G, River Says, Grand Kidman County, Grand Gita County, Montserrat. This is the TBS, folks. In the midst of all controversies, the love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Now, some of all of us, when you wake up in the morning, say, God, thank you for seeing another day. It's not your own strength. It takes the grace of God to wake you up. And that's why I would say God is the greatest. 20 minutes up to 8 o'clock. Welcome to the TBS. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts. MARKA Davis, we've gone on our side. We're driving straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. 43 days to elections. Oh, yeah, man. I'd like to say good morning to all of our leaders. Good morning to our, it's good that we respect our leaders. Let me say good morning to my black president, the crew black president. I'm enjoying the political atmosphere. That's how it should be. Make the noise. Don't throw rock. Don't throw stones. Agree to disagree. That's what happened when you have campaign moving on. Good morning to all opposition leaders, members of the non-position. Good morning to our silent listeners. You are our strength. You don't call, you don't text. You just listen every morning. Good morning. Let's have a great breakfast this morning. Good morning, MARKA. It's great seeing you. Welcome to the TBS. How you doing this morning?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you. And good morning to you. You get plenty of kudo,
Who knows?
but this one is nice.
Thank you.
Which color is it? Is it gold?
Yeah, go. when you see some quotes, we joking with this one. I told like better to this one. When you see some quote, just knows that someone you call a wedding.
The wedding.
The one of Baba Ibrahim Shaw. Yeah, he said when you see some quote, just know say that was a 2 weeks wedding the person studio, but anyway.
Yeah, good morning on you, and it's great to be together again. And there's only one thing missing in this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing missing.
What is it?
We don't see during the weekends,
Yeah.
Right after Thursday, we just pass through and then
Which town you from, sir?
So
Which town you from in Nima?
I'm from Ganwi.
You go to Ganwi,
Yeah.
then I go to Clay Ashland.
Yeah.
So you're the Nima boy and I'm the
Yeah,
Congo boy. So that's how we split.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
what
so.
happened?
However, we are hoping that we can solve that difference. And sometimes we can hang out during the weekend.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody didn't live that to
weekend
that promise. So you remember one presidential hopeful said it to me
Mm-hmm.
on last week?
Yes,
Thursday,
that they were going to send you to
make sure I go
to
to Nima for the first
Yeah, but
time.
he had to remind us, so I'm not sure whether you
No,
remember.
I will be reminded by like, bro. We calling you.
Yeah.
One of the presidential hopefuls said,
Mhm.
"Look, I'm going to make sure."
Because in fact, he was brave to say it is a shame that Oni are not going to Nima.
And it's a I won't say shit.
That you did
No,
not
I
sponsor the
take it
trip.
back. Take it back. That was nah.
Yeah, however, this will serve as a reminder. Don't worry, you'll go Ganta.
That presidential hopeful who said he's going to make sure I say
Oni-
I can't
Yes, and he said you're going to sleep at Jackie.
Yeah, let me call it.
Jackie is one of the best hotels in Ganta.
So we should call it in,
Yeah.
right?
So no, don't go. You already understand.
Okay.
And so it's great to be here this morning. Our people following us by Real TV Live. Thank you for joining us this morning. To all of you who have joined us across the country, especially our followers in Grand Bassa.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're always participating on the show. Let me say a special good morning to all of you, our people in Margibi County. Thank you so much for trusting Truth FM, because you're always following. And to folks in Western Liberia, Bapolu, Bombing, Grand Kidmount, thank you so much. Central Liberia, Bon County.
Sarala.
Yes. Sala, yes.
Sarala,
yes,
Bon
yes,
County.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks to all of you
Huge
for following us. It's because of you that we are here, and we hope that we can do our very best. And we want to assure you that we will not disappoint you. Yes, we will not disappoint you. We will stay as we are, and it shows that all of us go to this process peacefully, come back, and whoever wins the electoral commission will announce, and we're not already the person.
Maybe I didn't say I well for the inauguration. Look, just before Michael do the lineup, look, I'm no longer convinced about crowd business.
Okay.
Let me say this out. I want you to listen to me well. This issue of a crowd, where you take the film or the drum and take the picture, beginning today, August 28th, I'm no longer convinced about when you see the crowd mean the person feeling winning. Because the political leader of the African Liberation League,
Okay, Madam Sarah Besto.
Sarah Besto Yenti, the crowd that Oman put up. The crowd that Oman put up in Nima County. So today, as today going, I'm no more convinced that any of you put a crowd, you win the election. I drop it. Anybody.
So you think that recycled
Now the same people there. The same people that only election they will tell us who going to win. The same people that go beyond Joe we are, the same people that go beyond Alexander Cummings, the same crowd that go beyond Joseph Boyka.
They can only change the share.
They get change the share. The crowd Sarah Besto Yenti put up in Nima County. The same crowd that go beyond Senator Prince Johnson. I mean, Tiawan Gongolo, my man said share to the crowd and me put on and be smarty. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, meant to be going Nima.
Yeah, check going Nima very soon. The crowd check we have to put on too.
Check is from.
So the issue of crowd, I recommend him for a marker. Election day, you go vote. Election commission will bring out the results. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great to be here again this morning. What we got for you? Tell me, when you for the 3 days.
3 days of election. One of the start the men give it for a community.
Tell me, what?
The men give it.
Can be man do your
The
night.
men campaign material, no banner, no flyer, no nothing.
Yeah, we didn't election.
We're waiting for election.
Anything they both do that.
Yeah.
Yes, so this morning our studio chat will continue with our non-violent message. That's exactly what we will continue to do until the election can come and go. Like Madam Beslo Yanti said, it is an event, it will pass, and all of us will still be Liberians and stay in this one country. Yes, so we will continue with that. Some political parties not supporting representative candidates on their ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a little bit kind of confusing to me. I think I've observed something like that too.
Shame.
Yeah. A political party,
Even ask
if
one,
you are not supporting
the representative.
your candidate. I mean, it's something.
I asked one as parent, I said, please give me a political leader number. He said, I don't have that many number. He's killing me. Don't call him.
Yeah, don't call me. Get that. Libongo failed to inform the Liberian people as to what's happening with the system. 3 days now, only LEC is selling the token, right?
Token, yes.
Yes. So
days.
like we used to, like for me normally, I recharge my meter from mobile money. So as it is now,
you try again,
it's not working. So I think this company will have to
try
come out
again,
to tell us something about that. We'll discuss that in our studio chat coming out at 8:20 to 8:30. We have interaction with you. Speak to the topic where we will be discussing in our studio chat this morning on the TBS 8:30 to 9:05 this morning. District 3 Representative candidate Smo Mobile will be our guest, talking about his plan for the district and other issues coming up in the district before the elections. So we'll play host to him here this morning on the TBS. 9:05 will bring you sports, entertainment, and commercials here as usual on the show. At 10 after 9 to 10 o'clock this morning, presidential candidate of Lino, Dr. Clarence Moniba, will be our guest. We haven't heard from him for some time.
Yes.
So
the crowd today, men are coming. Put up in Lofa County. Maka, I'm done with this crowd business.
Yes. Dr. Clarence Moniba, the son of the former vice president, will sit with us this morning on the TBS to drill us through. I don't know whether you can be material or stay hanging to. Yes, so you'll be with us this morning on the TBS. His running mate is former Montserrat County Superintendent, Madam Grace Clark. Yes. So Dr. Moniba will be with us this morning.
We went on a ticket with Moniba.
Yeah.
Sorry, they were.
Yeah, so in the midst of our country first, and we must do all we can to keep this country intact. Yeah, a lot of problem everywhere. So we can't cause problem for ourselves. So this morning we hope to bring you the best we can do on the show this morning. This is Truth FM, the Truth Breakfast Show, the heart and soul of Liberia. This is where national unity begins.
Yes, thank you so much. People are messaging watching for
from
Kigali, Rwanda.
Yeah, Kigali.
My feeling going far.
Yeah.
You try to get a Wi-Fi using. I ain't did that. Yeah, you know what. Great. So welcome. But let's start off with the hard case quickly, then before we go to this elections commission thing. This company called the LEC did a criminal well. Okay. You know, whenever you have those of you offering customer service, you have a breakdown. The best thing you do, send a prior notice to inform the public, whether they're receiving a good faith or the bad faith. That's what LEC did. So LEC informed the public on Friday that the two service provider, the GSM provider that people normally buy the token to recharge the LEC, I mean, it's down. So MTM and Orange Money, they are not selling the token because of the company. We'll go to the company. So that was, I mean, I see 98%. Every other of them went against LEC. So besides LEC was the main distributor who's selling this token now. But here is the failure. Contact Orange. The problem is not for Orange. If you want to use your Orange money to buy the LEC token, is not for Orange. It's not for MTM as well. There's a service provider that had this contract. And after opening the show today, the Bongo should for one media person as a PRO, the communication person. Libongo is the one who has the sales right to sell for LEC. Libongo's service collapsed, went down. All of network, everything, the whole service just went down. So as the result, those of you who normally buy from the MTM, the Orange Money, it's not working. The best thing for a company that is operating legally in our country is to inform the public. LEC, for her part, LEC is not Libongo, so let's get this clear. I mean, I see people pointing fingers at LEC. LEC is not Libongo. Libongo should have come out and informed the public due to some technical reasons beyond our control. As I speak, the service is still down. Libongo have the whole city, the social media, just everywhere. We saw Duper Road last night. People was in the queue. There are some people who came out from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. just to buy token. Libongo don't have a media officer.
Okay.
We have made all after the show today. The government made sure that Libongo hire employ one media person.
Yeah.
It's so sad to know that. Do you know what it takes? You know how many media? No media person within Libongo. You go on the internet, you can get them. Check on Facebook. There is no Facebook page for this company. How can a company operate that have a legal contract in the country and don't have these services? Oh my God. Like Bureau. Libongo had the fingers pointed at LEC. And this is what's going to happen. If people are not buying the token, as I speak, the server is still down. The power theft, mirror brought effort, the Wusu effort will go in vain. Because people will just connect the line direct. You want to buy a token, you can buy. Do you know how much $1 million government had lost in just 48 hours? Because one company, I don't know behind this wonderful company called Libongo. They are not explaining to anybody. They can say nothing. If this happened for the next 48 hours or even 24 hours, it's going to be worse.
Yes. Yes. So, like when you had said, it is important to always inform your customers as a business institution, especially with that kind of service that you are rendering to the people. You can and thank God I think I reached out before this whole thing.
Let me reach out. You put in me, I know you're not going to you put in when I take that blow off, you
you see. So we're going to be lining up in queue to try to recharge. That is so the company should be able to come out clearly and speak to the Liberian people what the issues are and give a timeline as to when it will be resolved. Yes, exactly. So that's what's supposed to be happening. You can be rendering service to an entire population, okay, and then something happened and you just keep mute. And what happened now is it will be like transfer aggression. People will turn the aggression to LEC. Okay, they will not understand the link between the Bongo and LEC. So they will just say, yeah, LEC is doing this. So it was good that LEC self came up to provide some clarity. So the company should also do that. The company should also do that because, like O'Neill mentioned, if 2-3 days people cannot buy current, and at the end of the day, you see people start to try to get current kind of way, illegally, and over the time the losses the LEC itself have
millions of dollars
because of power theft. With all these efforts and people start to bypass the meter again, it's gonna be a problem. So the Libongo company must do all they can to address this issue with the public and then show a timeline as to when things will start to work.
How many people know Libongo out there quickly?
Yeah,
how many people know Libongo?
Yeah,
if I don't bring this information to the public, how will you know? Libongo don't have a media officer, for example. Hey man, you should make room for that though. The Facebook, where LEC posted, LEC didn't bring public service announcement. LEC took that Facebook page and made a post. Libongo now go on the social media and search. So how can a company that have $1 million contracts, look, in the next 24 hours, if this service is not restored, we'll come out part 2 of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So
let's move on. We move. In the next 24 hours, Libongo, just say application media guys there. Yeah. No PR.
Yeah.
I talked to inside source and man said,
very important.
You're working on no PR, no media man. You're killing me. Company that generate millions of dollars. Anyway, so let's move on. I got copy of one of this brochure, luckily from the ALL political party. Sarah Bessel is trying to bring more than 15 political parties, if possible, all of them together to sign how to protect your voice. Yes. I mean, this is the big one. After voting, how to protect your vote. She wants all parties to sign this resolution. I don't know if some party, if the CDC will sign, if the CPP will sign, if the party will sign this one. I mean, the AI is not taking the glory. But you want all of these parties. I think it's important. After voting,
yeah, sure.
Protect your vote.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned similar thing the last time. In fact, last time we had Mr. Cummings here. I think that was the question we posed to him, and he said it was important also to do that. Yes, because it gotta be done through collaboration. Yeah, it gotta be done through collaboration, because sometimes some party will not have the money to have pool watchers at all of the polling places.
Some party.
Yes, some party.
That's part will have 0.00%.
Some party will not have. So if they collaborate, if ANC has pool watcher in this polling place, through the collaboration, I mean, you'll be protecting the vote of
all the political parties.
all the parties, the collaborating parties. Okay. Those who will be.
Let you CDC, for example. If CDC have a pool watcher
let me tell you something. Anything they put talking about another CDC business, they put one protect our vote from CDC. CDC again. Yeah, so this is the incumbent, they are in power. So the fear among the opposition is maybe they could take their vote, so they want to protect their vote. So the collaboration they put talking about CDC not there.
Okay.
So
CDC,
2019, CDC too will be protecting their own vote with our pool watchers and all of that. So the opposition, because all of them may not have the money to hire pool watchers across the entire country. So if they collaborate, that means, for example, if CPP pool watcher is here, they will be protecting the vote of the LPP, the LPP, the line and all of that. So I think it's a brilliant idea to do that.
So they should all sign it.
Yes. So and this idea is coming from a point where people or opposition feel insecure with the vote. They do not trust too much, not the commission per se, but they get this kind of thinking how anything can happen to our vote. So protecting your vote is important. A couple of elections that have gone on around Africa recently, anytime the results come out, opposition will say, we don't agree. They won't happen, that won't happen. So they want to protect their own vote so that they can be on top of the figures coming from the voting centers.
Sure.
Yes.
So this is from the National Elections Commission. Elections Commission, in fact, should be paying us for this.
Only ask questions.
Yes.
Like the 2023 general elections.
Yeah, correct. And the ballot box, yeah.
Yeah. Election day Tuesday, October 10, 2023.
Well, I better see the way how course. Yeah. I difficulty voting here, difficulty here, I only make some of the voting valid. Yeah. So we'll teach the public. So Elections Commission, the smart thing they did, at least they say us on the jingles. Because we sit here every morning, we put out the good news to the public. So let's remember this, will give you more time to call. So when you go to vote, at every center, election date is, at least we'll take 5 minutes back every day. Let's just say to the public, so our own public don't know. Election day is October 10. There are 2 million. 2 million. This is the official one. They exchange the question you all. They won't get it. And they won't get it all. Like it will go back. Next says there are 2,471,617 registered voters that will be voting in 5,890 polling places.
So just to hold you there small.
Go ahead.
Like what we were saying now. You see the number of polling places?
Yeah.
Can one political party hire the number of people to be each of these polling?
My main party saying yes. Money to
so the collaboration is very important for them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important for them.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Before I continue, thanks to Tapaway did a good work down there.
Yeah, with the police station.
The police station,
yeah, thank you. I mean, that's a good initiative.
TST,
it's a good initiative.
And the police director, when I'm going to go down there, I want to say, but you wanted to keep.
And you really praise the work.
Yeah,
they urge you really, and I appreciate that you went and graced our occasion. If people, there are several other communities that are isolated.
No police station.
Yes, no police presence. If, for example, somebody can just collaborate with a same county development fund and thing or social development fund, you ask money to go build somewhere. The people have some people there. At the end of the day, at least the crime rate in that area will reduce, because once you see security presence, you know that Yes, we have we have some level of security. So for me, sincerely, we would like to appreciate the lawmaker for that initiative. It was very important that he did that. I remember a couple of weeks or months ago, there will have some robbery, hijacking going on in our region. Yes, yes. In that place, we were reporting it here on the news and all of that. So at least the police station is being erected there, and we can have people assigned there. Will help. Yeah, I think that's a good piece of work.
Once you get first commander, that'll be assigned. They've been going the way the new office. Yeah, new office. We have to go the way.
Yeah. And it's a modern station according to the way it was described even by the RG. Yeah.
Great. So here is it. 5,890 polling places. We'll take our time. Look, Truth FM going to help you all in this process. A total of 1,026 candidates. 159 of them. 15% are females.
Okay.
Yeah.
15%.
15% are female. 867 or 85% are males. They will put the males on the number. Also, there are 20 presidential and vice presidential candidates with 829 political party candidates, 197 independent candidates. Each polling place will be staffed by 6 persons when you go vote. You see 6 persons with the National Elections Commission. And by the way, True FM will be submitting our listing today. Okay. Yes, for media accreditation. Yes, like today. Different colleague even saying then the whole folks in the back. Yes. So you have the presiding officer, you call them the PO, the voter identification officer, the VRO, the ballot paper issuer, the BPI, the inker, okay, the ballot box controller.
And the one that can be putting
the ink there. Yeah. The queue controller, the precinct queue controller. So you say 6 presidents. I don't want a platform of job. Presiding officer. But when I say you will not get it, I said no.
Come on, left job.
Yeah, no. I said so. Don't when they gave me the test, I will take it. So at least some of our brothers, look, some of you have visited the Elections Commission website. NEC will try to hire you for a week or so. So please visit the Elections Commission website. These are vacancies here. You see, the presiding officer, the PO, the voters identification officer, that is the VIO, the ballot paper issuer. The one thing you need a degree for it. You can be high school graduate, you get the other job. You can be a high school graduate, you get the other job. The ink, you have to put ink on the person's finger. The ballot box controller, the queue controller, the precinct queue controller. And they're gonna make it high as they bring declaring. No, don't do it. Yeah, the people will go through. So voting will start at 8 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. All voters in queue will be allowed to cash the ballots. Ballots will now be counted on the spot at the close of the poll in the view of party or candidate agent and domestic and international observer. All ballots will be counted. 3 categories of ballot will have 3 different colors. This one is very important. If you are going to vote, Elections Commission brought in the digital. I did I call that the ballot digital? What sort of thing is that?
The biometric.
The biometric, great. The biometric. So many of you think that you're going to vote through the computer. No, we're going through the manual. You have 3 papers, 3 ballot paper. The presidency is the red. We're educating you all. A free service. The presidency ballot box paper is red. The senator ballot is the blue one. The green, the liability in there. The green for representative ballot. So it's red, blue, and green. So, my Omar, if you're going to vote, if you want to vote comments, you check in, you can put X to Y, check we are there. Then an invalid vote. If you want to vote George Weah, you can check George and put X to the boycott. That's an invalid vote. We're educating you. I think we just started for today. That they won here.
They won.
That they won. They won. Then part 2 of this quickly. Most of the presidency, The people allow candidates to contest on your ticket and you're not supporting it. That's a very sad part. Look in the various districts. There are some representative candidates who have taken political leaders and put them on the banners. But these political people don't even know some of them. Look, you are not going to hide behind anybody through these elections. This election, even if you stand here, George Weah, and take a picture, if the people will not vote you, they will not vote you. Like I saw a guy in Dupo Roya in District 4, you put Joseph Boyka, put Senator Kuhn, they put a picture in front. Look, you're not going, that's yourself you should be thinking about. And District number 4, for example, here, because of the dissatisfaction, District 4, the Unity Party have not sent in no representative candidate. Look, people in District number 4, Unity Party don't have a candidate yet. The incumbent, Rosalind Swakoko Dennis, I'm calling her name because she's an independent candidate. And the disappointing part about it is having candidate who I strongly believe was going to be a formidable force have now turned to be a PR for the office of Rosalind. Is that how Avi has reduced himself to be the communication man after you have gone all around putting up banners and you are going to contest? And this is not District 4 alone. Other districts, when Senator Dillon go to District number 12, the representative candidate on the ticket, Kyle Robertson, you don't even recognize the man. Then how come this man came on the party ticket? There are several other districts, these complaints are coming. If you're not satisfied with the person, how can the person appear on your party ticket? Why? You go in the district and you recognize different candidates. Even the same District 12, CDC have Prince Kapler.
Prince Quipla.
They're not even seeing him as a candidate. How can the person appear on your candidate race ticket, man? Hey, man, you can do this. Let me just say this quickly before you come in. Voters, these elections, as we're educating you, do not look at what party line. Go for the individual. Check their records for the last 3, 4, 5 years. What contribution they have made in this country before you vote. There will be no more vote one, vote out in this country. As we're telling you, if you're going to vote on the presidency, you see a red, the ballot paper is red, the senatorial one is blue, the representative green. You just check one and fold it and put it there.
Yeah, so when you have spoken to that issue concerning people that on your ticket, and during the primaries around here, you know, this is something we said before, that certain people got on certain party ticket because of maybe connection with somebody in the party, because of some kind of thing. At the end of the day, if that person is not a genuine supporter or member of the party, or they just find a way to occupy that space on the party ticket, at the end of the day, that natural support will not come from within. Yeah, so, and you cannot, it's some, I don't understand. How can you have a person on your party ticket and then you are showing the person cold shoulder?
How can the person appear on the party ticket? How come? Where were you through the primary or whatsoever?
So again, confused. I want to join on you to tell our Liberian people, it's not about party. Yeah, because even when you come in this before, say you confused. You see the other, representative candidate with the other party, photograph of the running mate and the president candidate.
Yeah,
2, 3 persons doing the same thing. So are you confusing the people? So the electors should go for someone who has the right platform to help develop.
That's what you said.
Yeah. I want to get it. I know you whether the party supporting you or not.
No, because that's seriously we're talking.
Yeah.
How can the president appear on your
party ticket? And then all the heritage in the party show you cool shoulder to
the person. No, I can feel sorry for a man. Sorry, I'm calling it Kyle Robertson.
Okay.
District 12.
District 12,
The
yeah.
guy is the United Party candidate. And the coach should have the point this guy had to say they are not seeing St. Ellington. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even know how CDC and I don't know, man.
CDC, I'm leaving no party
I know Kokolo Buffer in District 2.
District Kokolo on the CDC are showing him the back door after leaving on Jimmy Smith. Yeah. So when I'm saying, even if I identify a candidate that is on a CPP ticket and CPP is showing that person, coach will deal with that person.
Yeah, we'll bring it out. How come
the person came on your ticket? Then
you doing that kind of body bloating?
Librarians should know. Then there's a serious problem in a district. Look, it can be CPP, it be LPP, CDC, United Party. Why is it you have the person on your party ticket? Then the hierarchies of the party going in the district.
Yeah. You do the district tour, you go there and
you recognize the person.
Lifting the person and say, this is our candidate in this district.
Yes.
You don't do it.
What sort of thing is this?
Anyway, they have to be careful because when the president told to the people,
we don't want Morris to tell the president say I say like mayor.
Like who go there for me and show me this?
Yeah. The president, no one Morris to tell man said no. I like mayor on Gary. The president, hold on, president.
The real city we are sharing so support the mayor support.
The president number 10 more. Man was speak quick, forget the no say. This is the store to your watch.
It doesn't speak Gola.
Yeah.
Gola. Yeah.
No, but Baka, this is serious. It's very serious. If
your own people,
your own any of you political candidates, represented candidate, any party, and your party show you coach should have please let us know. It can be CPO, it be LPPO, it be Lindu,
it be any kind of
party. Please let us know. Your hurricanes go in your district and put coach shoulder on you. Let us know.
And if it's happening to you, you should know that they are supporting somebody on the ground against you in district.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If your party whose ticket you are on is showing you coach shoulder, you will know that they're supporting somebody in that district against you.
Yeah.
And some parties are very good at that.
Very good.
They can be supporting some three. So ruling party them.
Meanwhile, just put the president and say thank you. At the president. At
the end of the day, as soon as the president, when one of their supporters get it, we straight over.
Yeah, my man, I mean, kind of. You want to be represented 19 to PR. Yeah, man. Anyway, yes. Yeah, let discuss, stick to the issue, then discuss to talk to your segment without going to derail from it.
Yes.
And let's stick to it. Yes.
0770202579 this morning on the TBS on Truth 96.1 FM. Only have another number
0770153265. Please call the numbers we're announcing.
Yes, sure. Yeah. The one we are announcing. Good morning. Good morning. Let me say this morning afternoon command.
You know, last week, Wednesday, that Supernatural they were on a show and he talked about what we should look for us to vote for our candidates. He said we should look for people with record, people with good record, not people with intent records. And on that basis, also said we should look for people who have done, we should vote people who have done something for their district or their this country, rather than people who are doing nothing.
Okay.
So, this morning, I love to say to people, let us look for people who have done something for our people.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Now to go have the other ticket. Bobby Allison, may graduate.
Good morning, go ahead.
Football came in 2005. This is why the voters themselves are making that decision. Some group of people will say, the party quarter, that's going to be in the district, or whatever that goes on the ground. But
No way.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's speak up journalist Bobby Bleeder Addison.
Former security journalist.
Congratulations in advance. Good morning.
But Team chairman, you know, Mama?
Chairman for Team 14. I did the team as a trained, someone who went to school, did criminal justice and public administration. I'm a team that goes as a security journalist.
Okay, thank you.
I want to say thank you to you guys for flagging up this issue about the voter awareness. As an investigative journalist, also had the opportunity to call Prince Dumba, who picked up my call to find out if whether this voter awareness was spread out throughout the country to community radio stations. You would not believe it that Maryland County, nothing of that kind is there. Only Monrovia, they are concentrated. That the National Election Commission regular. Our people need to be educated about how to vote in order than what you guys are doing this morning. The Truth FM radio station in people are called Parking Mensa, nothing is there. Voice of Hope Radio in people are called nothing there. How the Phoenix FM, nothing there. So are you telling us that when people don't know how to vote, National Election Commission, Prince Dumba and Plumo, they need to do that work. Let this team be shared throughout radio stations across the country. We know that the voters are all country in Mosolado County. All of the people are all country, they need to be educated. So I'm appealing to them this morning that they do the best that they can do the magistrates in the county.
Okay.
Should be voter education stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bobby Addison.
Yeah.
Yes. Speak more calls.
Good morning.
Good morning, Neil.
Good morning.
My name is Juliet. I want to speak to the issue of LEC. So, like you guys said, LEC should not be responsible. But I also think LEC should be held responsible because we have customers don't know. Once we recharge and we have issues, we will call LEC. That's our issue. For example, if you buy a token and you're not getting the token number or you're having an issue of entering it, you have to call it back. So we don't know about the LEC, we don't know the bank's office, we don't know anything. And moreover, LEC was the one who posted it on our Facebook page telling us where to go. We stay in the Harrisburg area. Where do we go to access card? Do we leave Harrisburg to go as far as tomorrow? I think that is unfair. That's something that LEC needs to tell us.
Great. So is it no? No. Judah, listen now. Yeah, so Libongo was taking a chance to, Rick's not getting this contract over from LEC. Yes, that's what will happen. If this continue for the next 48 hours. Okay.
Okay.
You don't see Libongo.
Thank you.
Okay. Libongo sell the service through. Okay, it's
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Council is calling. You have to hold that call. Let's pick up presidential. Sorry. We have one presidential hopeful. Live on the line, Councilor Tewan Gongolo. Sorry for that. Council, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Council, good morning. Please say good morning. Good morning. Imagine me calling you President Gongolo. President Gongolo, good morning. Don't put me in a situation I can't handle, Council. Don't put me in a situation I can't handle.
Anyway, however, we are expecting the transfer.
After the election.
Oh, after the election.
Council, don't put me in a situation I can't handle. This issue of crowd, Councilor Gongolo, listen up to this one, sorry. Oh, don't put me in a situation. You know how many people in the middle call me right now? Everybody said it on you. Don't put me in a situation I can't handle. In my more Ali voice. Yeah. Guys, so listen up with this one. This issue of crowd business. Now, I'm I'm not going to agree with anybody posting on Facebook like 1 million people behind it, because all of your party are crowd. The one I saw you did, the one I saw Sarah doing yesterday. I mean, this issue of crowd, you go to the ballot box. Have you been to River G? Someone is commenting live on Facebook from River G. Have you been at the campaign Teron Gongolo? Okay. Okay, so before I take leave of you this morning, is it stressful campaigning? Teron Gongolo, this is something you have not done before. Is it stressful, Teron Gongolo? You woke up, you don't sleep at night, just going everywhere campaigning. Is it stressful?
Should be stressful, but I enjoy doing it because I'm a people's person. And then I exercise a lot, so I don't have all that fatigue and everything. I think you saw on my birthday, I did 105 push-ups, and then I was doing floating and all that. So.
All right. Thank you, Council. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just take just this final call.
105 push-up. Yeah.
Let's do this final call. Good morning.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys this morning. I joined a conversation this morning on the African district as the Google. I appreciate you this morning. You know, I really believe in this morning, to be honest, because I'm over this station. I'm not doing this awareness. Because I want people that are supposed to suppose I will vote number 5, the other number 6, I will post it, man. It's wrong. So they come along for the station to explain, and they are running in the district. They need to go to the people office and they have to vote out the voters. Who have to vote? More especially the president. The order of one the kind of people that need to be not for only. I consider the picture. You guys are doing extremely well. Let God bless you. Continue to bless you. Thank you this morning, only America.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So as we wrap it up quickly, with our representative candidate in the studio there, Henry Moss. Sumo Mova. Yeah, tell that journalist. Yeah, Sumo Mova. Yeah, he's been dressed like a revolutionary. But when you go campaign, he launching today. He launching today.
No,
okay.
I'm not sure.
So we'll draw his shortly quickly as we wrap it up with this one. What are the voting steps? Join a queue at a place where you register to vote. Proceed to the voter center with the ID card, the one NEC gave to you. All right. Proceed to the ballot box and receive a paper and go and vote. The president is in red. The president and vice president, both of them on one. But you see Joel, you see 18th Street. 18th Street, you had Joel, you had Joel on one. Teron Gongolo and Emmanuel Ure on one. Charlene Bronski, no. And Zanan Cummins and Charlene Bronski on one. Joseph Walker and Jeremiah Cole on one. So you see left one. Don't you let the president, you say me vote for Teron. There you go, my Sarah Buzzer X. Not invalid for them. So we start back today, tomorrow, continue with the awareness.
Yes, sure.
In the midst of all.
Country first.
I go guy, you accept the result. I said, yeah, after election, in the midst of all. You say, yeah, we accept the result.
That's the decision of the people. Yes, so we have Mr. Small Mwaba here this morning. Like we said, he is representative candidate in district number 3, Montserrat County. He accepted our invitation to be our guest this morning, and we are grateful to have him here this morning. So, Mr. Mwaba, a pleasant good morning. It's not your first time, and the good thing is that we gave the platform to all of you who are public office, so that you can the Liberian people, if they give you the opportunity, what they hope that you can provide in terms of leadership, in terms of representation, in terms of advocacy. Because for me, the House of Representatives is a very great platform for advocacy, because you are going to advocate on behalf of the people and what you think their needs are. So good morning. It's great to have you.
Good morning, my brother Mecca.
Mr. Mwaba, good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning, my brother Mecca, and good morning to the people of District Number 3 and our country alive. Good morning.
The last time I asked you why you wear this green beret, you haven't explained.
I told you, I remember then I told you that we will discuss that at the end of October 10th. We will discuss that and tell you the reason we have the green barrier.
Okay.
But let it be known, it's not the Unity Party bearer, it's not the CDC bearer. I think when you see the brigadier on me, I'm in red. It's like for CDC in red, and the bearer is for Unity Party, and downward for all the CPP. So I'm for all political party. I'm in the interest of the Liberian people.
That sounds great. However, how are you this morning? And are you just from the district, or are you from somewhere else this morning?
I'm from the district, but I'm not feeling fine. I'm not too good because I'm here to create a checkpoint, a perimeter for those that came here and I denigrated our character as it relates to gay. I think I'm here to create a checkpoint to that. I listened to Mark Tingbe and
So before we get to the crux of the issue,
thank you.
let's start on a low. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, of course.
Yeah, let's start on the low. So you've been going through the district from one community to another. What new are you hearing from the people? What new are they telling you? Are they building confidence in the kind of person you will be if they give you the opportunity?
Yeah, we have a result from 2N. We have the result from our people who are really, 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 really young, and they are all waiting for October 10 so that we can take office. And we have another news from the other side, which I consider to be misleading and barbaric from all of the candidates that are in the process. I think we should be discussing policy and our platform as it relates to our manifesto, but most of them are attacking us, and I think we should be attacking the Cuban because he failed the district. I'm just one of them that are helping to see how best we can rescue our district. But then to see all of the 17 candidates attacking I alone, including the Cuban, I don't think. But
why you think it's happening like that?
Because I'm the arrowhead, and I believe that God is on my side and things will be well. Yeah.
Okay. So what phase of your campaign are we in now? When are you launching?
Oh, I will be launching on the 22nd of September, and we close our campaign on September 7th.
Yeah. October 7 or September?
September 22nd is the opening ceremony, and October 7th will be the concluding part of our campaign.
Okay, that's great. Well, let me give you the opportunity, and I want you to be saber. I want you to be moderate. These are elections. All of us are Liberians. You guys are all residents of District 3. The election is an event. It will finish. The person who will win will be the leader of the district, and everyone will still see each other. So let me give you the opportunity to provide the clarity you want to provide.
All right. I listened to the radio a few days ago, and I listened to Mark Tengwe, and I listened to Jesse's Wenando of the ANCU lead. I'm saying this. I would like to create this checkpoint and make everybody be aware, both our people in the district to that of those that make say a statement. Here's the thing. I have never joined a gay party like the ANC or any other political party, but the person they are speaking for, Dave, I have never stolen money from people, but the person that spoke of Dave, he stole money from the cement union. and I have evidence to that. I have pictorial evidence. They were in
What
court.
what exact claim did they make against you? Why that exact claim they made?
The claim came out to say that the young man, sometimes when you can't find your way through, then you like limbo. Then you create a lot of stories, misleading information to the public. They told people that I'm a gay. I'm not a gay. I'm from the Christian church. And where I come from, I'm from Kilu, Zosa District, Lofa County. In Lofa County, indigenous people and people that believe in the ethic and culture of tradition, we are not part of gay. Have you heard a name Moba, like a gay name? Have you heard is a name being a gay? So the gay is related to the Patrick, the gay is related to the Tingba, the gay is related to the Kumis, the gay is related to the Wonder. We are not part of gay, and I'm from the church background. So I came to create a checkpoint. And here's the thing. Even the guy that stood in studio, that was in studio here, sitting in studio, look at his hair. Look at my hair. Let me take the barrier out. Look at my hair. Very low. I'm not a gay.
Okay.
But the one sitting
So
here,
that clarity is good.
the one sitting here, look at the hair plot. According to 1 Corinthians 11:14, do not nature except tissue that if a man have a long hair, it is a shame unto him. So the Bible forbid that. So if you are plaiting hair, you should be associated with gay than to call other people gay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you. At least you have provided that clarity to the public, and it is clear. Election, like you mentioned earlier, this is about an exchange of ideas. Who has the better idea that the people can buy through their platform or manifestos, and then the people can select who can be their leader. So going personal with these elections, I think it will not go well for the district and the Liberian people. So let's talk about policy issues, Mr. Mola. Let's talk about policy issues. What are you bringing on the table when it comes to addressing? Because a lot of time people point fingers at the education sector. They believe that it is not still strong. There are still lapses in the education sector. So policy-wise, what are you bringing to the table?
There are so many things that I think we need to improve as it relates to our education sector. One thing is that we need qualified teacher. When we are building capacity, we need people who are qualified. And another thing I gather from the education sector is that we need to pay our teacher well, because one of the issues been over time have to be with teacher leaving from one school to another, right? Where you teach 3 or 4 different schools, and maybe your second school that you'll be going to teach, you may suffer from fatigue. And going there, you may not be effective as the first school. So we want government to look at that. And we are also trying, we are elected to introduce the TVEC corporate bill. Yeah, I want government, like for all other concession agreement that will be signed, it should be done in line with a TVEC program. Like all of our young people, all school in Liberia, there should be a room where students should do this skill training program, so that if they leave, we can incorporate them or align them with the concession agreement companies, so that they can have something to do. And we are also looking at telling government the issue of free education at the university level. For me, I think it's not like promotive. It's not something that will help us, especially our country. I want government to look at the future, and not just for us at the university level, we have our future. We are living in our future. So I want the free education to come down to the primary and elementary school, kindergarten, where most of our children should have access to education, free education, so that they can better themselves, because the future is ahead. And the younger one from kindergarten are the one we need to prepare their future, and not us now today, because we already live in our future. So there are a lot of things we think to introduce the parliament, so that we can lobby and make sure people reason with us, and we pass these bill into law. Thank you.
What is your strength when it comes to lobbying?
I will tell you, in the race, we have 17 candidates. I'm the one making them 18. But I will tell you, when it comes to lobbying has to do with public policy experts, those that did public policy. And we have the strength because we are inspiring and motivational speaker. So to convince people, we have the skill of convincing people, making them to know detailed information and reason behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is great. So your plan for education, it sounds good. Let's look at youth empowerment. The reason I mentioned youth empowerment is because across almost all of the districts, you see the proliferation of ghettos. You see most of the young people, they are moving from the classroom going to the ghettos, which is really a threat to the future of the country. Let's hear you out on that.
Yeah, I will let you give me a few time to at least discuss that.
Yeah.
First thing, young people leave from school and get to the ghetto because there is no job. And most often we hear our lawmakers saying there is no job, the country is high. We listen to other people, there is no job, there are jobs. First of all, we need to visit the liberalization policy and make sure we implement every aspect of the liberalization policy. Today, if you were to go to City Builder, if you were to go to City Builder, if you were to go to any store around here, you will see Lebanese men as store boy, Indian men as store boy, as cashier, right? They are occupying our young people job. If we can get them to do those jobs, I'm sure most of them will be occupied with work and they will not go out there. This is the reason that I'm introducing what we call at the district level, the agricultural activity, where we will have like 50 acres of land. We make farm and incorporate our young people as supervisor and venture into cash cropping and see how much we can help our young people, because when they are busy, there will be no time to take drugs. And we are also asking government, if we are elected, we would like to do a full amendment of the bill. The bill just passed. The unbillable drug bill. I went through it, and it's a farm bill, but we need to add one or two things. Because if you cannot tackle the problem of drugs, even if you go through rehabilitation, the young person come out, they will say, get back to drugs. So what we need government to do, we need to find who are the one bringing in drugs and try to mitigate that. So I would say this, if we can do an amendment by saying all government official, public and private sector should do a drug test every 6 months. So we are telling you that government official and government should do drug tests. If they are caught with drugs in their system, we fire you from government. Likewise, the business area. We have some people that pretend to be doing business, a good business. Under it, you have drugs. So what we need to do is to test them also. If they are guilty of drugs, we also close down the business. If we do these things, we will be helping our society. And I can tell you, in 5 years from now, if we cannot tackle the issue of drugs, trust me, we have a lot of crazy people, young people.
Yes, you are right about that. It's a concern for everyone across the country, including myself, sitting right here. That plan is good. So let's look at women. People want women to have space in the society, to have equal leadership positions. How much interest do you have in women leadership?
I'm one person that support women leadership, but likewise I support the gender. But then the thing is, likewise from the men's side, we always look for people who are qualified. So if we are looking for women, it should be the qualified women, not just by taking job and giving to women. No, you should at least go through the vetting process and make sure that you are capable and you are qualified and you are competent. Then we can incorporate you. But I believe society should accept women and give them the chance, because I notice over the time women are honest people as it relates to men. I'm not saying not all men are dishonest. I'm saying they are better as it relates to honesty. If you were doing your own assessment, your analysis, you will find that women will come like 2 to 1.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that is good. So you are 18 going for that seat. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Why do you think you are better than the other 17?
I'm the best because if you go through their CV, there is not one that did public policy. So I'm the person that did public policy in line with development administration, development science. So I'm a development scientist, and what our people need in District 3 is development in line with policy. So I'm the candidate fit for that job, and due to that, with all of what we have learned, one thing that go along with that is love and passion for humanity. I think I have that, and I'm fit to help my people. So we have been doing that for a couple of years. Even as it relates to the Ebola, I was the only candidate that turned out to help our people during the Ebola by giving 150 bags of rice and materials. Then the COVID, I was the only candidate. We have pictorial evidence to that. We went there and gave our people 160 bags of rice with a chloride and other things to help fight the COVID. So, and we one of the candidates that have built school, university, and a hospital. Now with that, we created job by bringing in companies, investment in Liberia. I'm the young man sitting here in studio that brought the first Chinese company in Liberia, Dalian Halian Seed Product. At that time, they had no embassy in Liberia. They had Chinese selling the street with Ku-A on the street. On the cooler, you see SUMO. We did that to create an embassy in Liberia, and we're successful in doing that. So we have done a lot. We have worked with the government. We worked with the government and resigned because we saw that the government lacks some credibility as it relates to capacity development. I work along with our Ministry of Planning and Economic Affairs. I spent 3 years and I resigned because I think that government should do the right thing. Government should benefit the people and not themselves. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. I like the position, and you address the questions as they are, posted to you. And I think the tempo has reduced a little bit. Yeah, I mean, so sincerely, this platform are set up to encourage our people to be peaceful. So
You're right.
the leaders, we cannot use the platform to instigate anything
You're
that
right.
could also make your supporters to do anything negative. So
You're right.
and I like the way you approach the show.
So one thing, Mecca, let me say this. You won't believe this. In the district, we provided 113 light. So from my
Yes, I was just about to ask you about the solar light
my
project.
brother, they brought down roughly 26 lights.
Unknown people to the light
Not
down.
alone. We arrested some of them. They are from the camp of Bashir, and the police will be processing them through the court, from the court, and 100% sure they will go solve it because we have sufficient evidence. Sufficient evidence.
How do you feel? What about your campaign materials, the billboards, the placards, and all of that?
Yeah, one of the things they are doing there is so much elementary, but I believe in the Farmington Declaration. I'm not going to be loose and open, but I have encouraged all of my young guys. I have encouraged because I'm the one heading the youth now in District Number 3. We are not going to go on the wrong page to bring people billboard and other things down as they take ours down. We have a strategy that we use. We produce card. We have produced close to 16,000 ID card with my picture number 13, vote number 13. The people have it in their house. You cannot take it from them. So I'm also in the people's heart. If you want to, in their mind, if you want to take me down from them, you have to do your own surgery in their brain and in their heart. So definitely just like wasting time.
You sound overconfident.
100% confidence. I can tell you that.
Why?
I will give you one instance. We have done a lot of work. Even this going time when Waka was launching yesterday, we just appeared there, and the entire crowd came waving, yelling, and supporting us because they know that we are honest. When we say things, we do it. We are not people that we say things and cannot do. We do things because we love our people. Some say he wasting money. Some say I took money from the bank. But people come to me. That's the lazy way of politics. That's the propaganda. People come to me. I give checks to them to go and receive money. So if I was taking money from the bank, I won't be giving check. So not even that. I think we should love people.
Why they say you credit money to
Yeah, I credit money from the bank. So some say, oh, he took money from the Chinese company. Oh, if I took money from the Chinese company, that's my own company. I'm a shareholder. So let's leave that. I have my own money, but I'm spending it because I think I suffer a lot. I have seen people suffering. I went through it. I went through pain, a lot of pain. It's about time to give back to society. So what I did, Mecca, first, I had to better my family life. I got brothers who went to school. Today we have lawyers. Today we have engineers in our family. So I think I have other brothers that live in the community who are now sitting at the very ghetto. We need to incorporate them. We need to take them from there. We need to help them to change their life. This is the reason. And we have disabled brother in my community, in my district, that we need to help. So we are serious about this thing. We are not playing game. We are very serious.
So you are trying to be a part of the 55th legislature. What legislature do you want to sit in? What kind of House of Representatives do you want to sit in? What kind of members do you want to get elected that you can work with at the level of the legislature?
First of all, I want a people-centered legislature where we should decide on the fate of our people. We should do things that will benefit our people, society, and not us. I want a group of guys, 73 guys, 73 men, lawmakers that will stand and say we will talk.
Men and women, you got.
Yeah, men and women, men and women, yeah,
Okay.
men and women, so that we can stand together and make this country a better country, as we see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of legislature you want. Yes, that is great. But let's be clear with your support for the presidency. Let me hear you out on that.
I always see this. We have a lot of good guys in the race. And my support is to the best person, whosoever win. Yeah.
It sounds like a clever answer so that you can have your support cut across. Folks on CDC will see you as their own. Folks on CPP, folks on Unity Party. You want to grab support from across. Is that why you are a bit skeptical on giving clearly who you support for the presidency?
When I came in the studio, I told you the brigadier, we got a green bearer that stands for Unity Party. The jacket I'm wearing is a CDC jacket, a CDC color, and below is the opposition. So I'm for everyone. In my camp, we have high-ranking guys from CDC. We have high-ranking guys from Unity Party. We have guys from all other political parties, even the coalition. So we are saying that the issue of District 3 is one of the smartest districts. District 3 decide on a person based on the level of work and the relationship with the district. So I think we should remain on that. Like I hear you saying that most standard bearer political party are not supporting their candidate by lifting up their hand. The issue here,
have you noticed that
right,
also?
But I think what the standard bearers are doing, they are playing a smart game, because if you place a hand up and doesn't represent the district, you will lose the number.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be on a standby on the fence and look at how the game been played.
Okay, so you see that's a smart
game.
You think that's what they're doing?
That's a smart game. I'm sure of that. That's what our guys are doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, if you're joining us, you are listening to the TBS here on Truth 96.1 FM. We have Representative candidate Small Collie Morba from District 3, Monserrato County, having a chat here this morning on the TBS on Truth 96.1 FM. Let's look at, finally, as we try, maybe we'll take a couple of calls, but let's look at what could prevent you from winning these elections, or maybe you are seeing that as a challenge, or something that you just believe could hinder your chance of becoming lawmaker, becoming the representative of that district. What are some of the things you have seen?
Oh, the only thing I've seen is that when they postpone the date, October 10th to another date, then we have to work again. But as it stands, I'm the next representative District 3. I'm sure of that, because I'm there to represent my people and do those things that they need, especially that basic need, to give it back to them. Yeah.
What is your opinion? I don't see a lot of the candidates really, talking about the incumbents, but you see people who are going for the seat are instead at each other's throat instead of going for the
Mecca, you gotta be friend with us. In your studio here, everyone that come in here, they discuss small. When I came here, small. Patrick came in here, small. Even if you call Bashir will say small. That's the thing. So now you can draw your own line and know what happened in our district. It's easy to know, because the one who the arrowhead is pointing toward is the one that is in the hottest seat. So everybody attack to bring you down and make sure that they get there.
Is it affecting you?
My people are not moved by that. My people are not moved by Roman. Are
you worried that these things could
winning? I live a life, a simple life. I don't chase things. I'm not one person that believe in material things. I work over the time I work hard. I went to school. I learned. Just imagine 2 masters. I came back here. I work. I created businesses. I brought in investment. So I'm not moved by that. The only person that I'm 2017 when I lose, it was like just a normal thing, because my thing here is not the money there. Those that are moved by that are those that are live with greed. Their conscience is set is that the money there we want it. I'm not chasing money. I'm looking at what can I do for my district? What can I do for my people? So even if we lose it, it's nothing. We still continue helping our people. And especially those broke boys. Those broke boys that claim to be.
Who are you referring to as broke boys?
My brother, let me tell you something. In Great Britain, people that are broke, they are patriotic. People go for them. In the US, the same thing. In Africa, when broke men want power, don't give it to them. For my baby time, I've seen it. Don't give it to them. If you give it to them, let's take, for example, we're 890 that attended the NEC program at the military complex. I stood there. When you talk about 890 vehicle or car, my brother, what will happen? The place will be crowded up. There will be no space for parking. But then there were a lot of spaces. When I stood there, I looked around to see the guys that came and wanted to be a lawmaker. The guys crossed the road where you got the window chopper. I saw people standing there stopping keke, motorbike, buses. The thing is,
why you think it is important to I don't want to say wealth, but to be comfortable, to have something before going for seats such as representative, senator, or even president?
Yeah, because you could be trapped. You could be played on. You should be financially strong. You should balance yourself. Because when you get there, anything you will hold. We have seen that. Some people get there to buy a car. After a few days, they ride a good car. They want to build a house. And you have 6 years before you buy your car, ride a good house, take care of your family life. Oh, my brother, it's late for the people of the district. It's late. Yeah.
That sounds smart. Yeah. Okay. So let me take few calls. And again, let me say this. Let me sound this very clearly. I'm not opening any debate between Honorable Small Mobile and any camp. So I will take calls from people who will contribute to the policy issues we have talked about here. I'm not opening any how they call it Pandora box. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, this person is not speaking. Let me take this one. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, what is going on with my phone? Good morning. Morning. Go ahead.
And I called Commerce Avenue in District Number 3. So let me say thank you to Smo in studio. But you know, when you come to the disco, you hear it and that's it. I don't see the reason why Smo should be acting as if you're putting up clarity if it relates to what you do.
Like I said, I was not opening any box here for all these kind of exchanges. Please. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so my name is
Hmm.
Let me appreciate my good brother in studio, Mo Burger. The thing is, one young brilliant guy, and we are then, working along the theater and bringing to our community. For me, I'm not going to dignify he's a decent young man. I want to appreciate you also for the solar panel light like putting around our community.
Okay.
And the effort at night to provide security for our people.
Okay.
I want you to come to our community, community.
Thank you.
We can go to the office and we can get more quickly. After the show, I think we need to get
Okay. Okay, you do that. Good morning. Good morning. You try and get through and then good morning.
Good morning.
Good.
David. And let me say good morning to Honorable Smoke.
Thank you. Good morning.
This is the voice of every Taylor and I'm calling from a resident. I want to ask the honorable man to quick question, please. There is this corporate social responsibility that the company has with every community where they operate. And from reliable information, the government is receiving $20,000 USD every year for the Chinese culture incorporated in Yuzu. That's my first question. We speak to it for the last 15 years, which is over 300,000 has received.
Okay. Okay. Good morning. Even though the manager is shareholder in the company, but he still says, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to say thank you to the single guest and the resident of District 3 of all from the Nigerian community.
Okay.
The question to ask is a small. I want to know what the current representative is supposed to do, and he's not doing this is what you want to contest to do.
Okay.
I want to get something from him because the future the past and the 5 years our district and then silent and nobody spoke against the representative. So I want to know if everything that representative is in our interest or not, because none of us against it, even if 30,000 representative none of us spoke against it. So I just want
Okay, you got that. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Omotamasi.
Go ahead.
Now, I want to use this time to extend my heartfelt and appreciation on the smoking movement for the world and history. And that's one I can issue up to 110 or 2019. Officially, issue the come out in our numbers.
Okay.
Any individual in that district to complete the job that we don't now is talking about as they are. Now, there is no more idea in history about how to get out of the propaganda and their propaganda on the smoking knowledge, which is found in reality, and that's why we're going to get the chapel, their propaganda and chapel condemnation.
Okay, thank you. Let me take the final call. Good morning. Bro, what? Okay, Chief, respond to some of the questions you told me.
Let me start with the last caller. He talked about I came 2017. I came with a blueprint. Yeah, I came with a blueprint with a stadium, and administrative building in a school. But I have built all the time. I built a university, I built high school, and I built a hospital. So I think the hospital, especially a transplant center, is more better than a stadium. Okay. The president built stadium all around here. We're seeing that. So that's not the issue. I think we have more stadium to play on. So we need not a stadium. We need something that will benefit our people. Okay. Then the other guy make mention of corporate social responsibility.
Yeah, they say it's 120 year.
Yeah. Number one, I'm the property owner for where we got the company. 2, I'm a shareholder. Then 3, they should understand when we talk about investment is the one that go along with social corporate responsibility, concession agreements. But what we have is a cold storage. Okay. Isn't a concession agreement signed. Okay. But yet and still, the Chinese have been doing extremely well than any other company, even the Coca-Cola factory you got there. The Chinese supply current to every houses, and the generator got damaged. I remember 2005 up to 2012 when they stopped. The Chinese, they are responsible for the road, right? The Nizo road is fixed every time. Even if you go there today and see the road is in good condition. The drainages, the Chinese is the one responsible for drainages. The Chinese give money to your people, right? So there are a lot of things the Chinese been doing. So let's leave that. I think that is not the issue, corporate responsibility, because I'm a shareholder. And 2, being a shareholder, how can I take money? How can people pay me? It makes no sense. So I think that's a lazy propaganda.
Yeah, so that's close up because of time.
Yeah, the next one, I think they made mention of why can the representative, Stevie Basha did not do that. I think I can do. The thing is just simple. The basic need of our people. Our people got no problem with water. They need to have water. I can assure you in our first 300 days, we'll provide water in all community. He promised our people that he's going to de-roof the high school, the public school. Look at the school today. Even look at his own school is filthy. So there are a lot of things that Basha did not do. I think that in short time I can do that. Thank you.
Yeah, so just in your final words to the people of the district as we close.
Oh, okay. The people of District 3, we have created a parameter. We had a civil discussion, and we thought it wise because we are part of the signatory to that of the Farmington Declaration. We will remain quiet as we go about our campaign, our strategy, our campaign process. We remain quiet, and we can assure you September 22nd, there will be a tsunami. We want all of our people to turn on in our number and tell our lazy people that are putting argument that District 3 is reserved. And come October 10th, we will be there to represent our people. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Smokey over there, candidate district number 3, Montserrat County. We're taking a break. We'll come back. We bring our next guest here on the TV. Let's go for sports.
They're talking, we all talk. Yes, that's the politics getting close to election for the 3 days to go. Let's link up with Evan Bob Dolo to fill us in the list. Listen to where this book is.
Good morning, O'Neill.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning to our
Welcome
listeners.
to the sports
Welcome to
on the
the
TBS
sports
this
on the TBS
morning.
this
Let's
morning.
be on this note, Liberian football fans continue to mourn defeats at home. Leicester FC are out of the CAF Champions League after a second leg 1-0 defeat to Bo Rangers FC of Sierra Leone at the SKD Stadium in Pinzi on Sunday. The Shipping Boys played to a 1-1 draw against Bo Rangers in the first leg in Sierra Leone and needed a win or a near-nil draw to qualify. But it was the opponents who took advantage to qualify on 2-1 aggregate. Sofian Kulako, 4th winning goal ensured Bo Rangers advance to the next stage of the CAF Champions League. In a post-match interview, Leicester coach Saint Chipley complained of being bullied and stoned by fans with bags of water. Chipley said all the players were in high spirit to win the game, but he does not know what went wrong, especially in the first half, noting his team was very slow. Chipley, who played a 3-5-2 formation with 2 defensive midfielders, also declared the absence of Sierra Leonean striker Ishmael Doumbouya, who he said prepared his team to the championship last season. Prior to the match, Bo Rangers head coach Alhaji Fore boasted that Liberian teams were beatable at home, losing to Watanga 3-1 home defeat to stick the Malian last week in the Lone Star of Liberia 2-1 loss at home to South Africa. Fore bragged that his team would have won against Leicester FC. Meanwhile, Watanga suffered a 7-2 aggregate loss to Stade Malien in the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary rounds. In the first leg at the SKD, Watanga lost to their Malian counterparts 3-1, and in the second leg in Mali, the opponents were 4-1 winners. The Liberian football community is mourning the passing of veteran coach Frank Jericho Nangbe. Jericho died late Friday night at the John F. Kennedy Medical Center at age 65. Jericho was a member of the coaching trio that got Liberia into the 2002 Africa Cup of Nations finals in Mali and missed out on the 2002 World Cup finals in Japan and South Korea. He later led the Lone Star between 2006 to 2008 and as well in 2013. Jericho began his football career with the local side Sinjari from 1972 to 1975 before joining Invisible 11 between 1975 and 1984, winning the league title in 1976 and being awarded the Most Valuable Player award the same year. In 1976, Ivorian side Sporting the Ghana son Jericho Nangbe. In Cote d'Ivoire, Jericho won the league championship with Ghana in 1977. Jericho played for the Liberian national team for over 8 years. And England captain Harry Kane scored twice on his own Bundesliga debut for Bayern Munich as the champions continued their winning start to the league season. Kane became the first English player to score in his first 2 Bundesliga games when he clipped a penalty down the middle just before halftime. The ex-Tottenham forward wrapped up the 3-1 win after the break with a lofty finish with the outside of his foot. Thomas Tuchel side dominated possession throughout the game. In England, Darwin Núñez scored 2 late goals to complete a remarkable turnaround and give 10-man Liverpool a dramatic victory against Newcastle United at St. James's Park. Liverpool were battling against the Hawks in second best form of much of a thrilling encounter, falling behind to Anthony Gordon's 25-minute goal after he clutched in on Trent Alexander-Arnold's mistake, then seeing Captain Video Van Dijk sent out for a foul on Alexander Isak. 3 minutes later, defending La Liga champions Barcelona emerged a 4-3 winners in an all-action encounter at Villarreal. Robert Lewandowski goal sealed the win for Barca 3 minutes after Ferran Torres equalized. Well, when you that's the latest from our sports deck this morning.
I mean, the whole election business are confused. I don't know who to vote for, but who you voting for? Ha 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 ha. That question there, impact that just we are voting for on October 10th. My man, for what now? Oh, my man, you're our boss. You can see all the good things that we are doing. You're not seeing it. What are some of the good things we are not doing? Okay, let me lay the cheese on you. My man, doing the other people then time, but man, they never have freedom in this country. You never heard about logo zoom before, where Moroa man then never used to ride on the main street. Moroa man never used to go to town.
Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all.
Orange. Orange.
The place is open for business. Well, so yes, this morning, like we said, we have Dr. Clarence Monga this morning, and O'Neill is seated right by him there. O'Neill?
Yes, it's great. Well, having, it's good to have behind the same conversation. These things are very important.
Yeah, because I just saw
Naturally,
just nodding your
I was
head.
thinking, like, when you go into the presidency, O'Neill MARKA wants to stop by, but the executive mansion, will you allow in? Like, say the dump truck that built the mansion, after you computer and say, don't pass in front of the mansion. Yeah.
No, we'll have open door policy.
Open door policy.
We know that in Liberia, so we'll bring back the 60s and 70s and have open door policy for everybody.
Great. So, folks, welcome to the last segment of the True Breakfast Show. 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Truth FM Nimba is also carrying us live. Gibi FM in my Gibi is carrying us live. Big FM, thank you guys for the support every morning. Just give us an entire broadcast in the morning hours. I appreciate Big FM in the Ghanansville belt. Sam and the rest of the guys, thank you so much. So, we have presidential hopeful Dr. Clarence Monga. It's not a strange, but it's good to hear. Those who want to lead our country always will come for the interview to tell Liberian people what I want to do if I become president. It's good. So we'll send an invitation. He's a very young man contesting for the presidency. As a matter of fact, he's representing Lino. His running mate is Madam Grace Kwan. Yes, we hope to have her by next week as well. Good morning to you, Dad.
No, I'm very happy to be on to talk about the issues affecting Liberia. And yeah, we look forward to also having Grace.
You okay? Health-wise, are you okay?
We're fighting it.
We're fighting it.
It's people don't understand the sacrifice that goes into actually running. I just came from Nimba yesterday.
Just from Nimba?
Yeah, just from Nimba. 2 days before that, I was in Bassa. And 4 days before that, I spent 8 days in local going to 41 different towns and villages. Because the whole idea, we continue to push, is if you want to transform this country, you have to give your message. You have to give your message to the people of Liberia. So that's what we are trying to do. Move around town to town, village to village, talk to people of Liberia about the fact that Liberia will be a great country one day.
Okay.
Liberia is going to be a great country one day. And it's up to us as Liberians to make sure and ensure that we realize this good country that we're looking for.
I'm sorry about that. I mean, these are places where you go get the people talking and things like that.
No problem.
But how is it going now? I'll sense your intention to contest for the presidency. I mean, it's a big thing. A country will have 5.2 million, according to alleges. People you want to represent, a very young man. How is it going?
You know, it's we are so proud of what we have been able to do. Yes, I'm young, I'm 44 years old, but Liberia is one of the youngest countries in the world. The average age in this country is 19. So for us, we feel like we truly represent the people that we want to lead. And so we have to be very clear, and I'm very clear about it. Our generation will be the reason why we develop and transform Liberia. I'm very clear about it. And so that's why I'm very hopeful that not only the people of Liberia, but specifically the young people of Liberia will be able to stand by us, fight with us, and to be able to ensure that our generation, like I said, will be the ones responsible to transform this country into a better Liberia, a more prosperous Liberia. And so the process has been ongoing. We have given hundreds of speeches. We have given hundreds of interviews. You know, I always say that if you want to be president, not only do you have to talk about your policies, you have to have the energy to go to the people of Liberia, to talk to them and engage with them. And so that's what we are doing. Myself and my running mate, Grace Pond, she is a heavyweight. You know,
a heavyweight.
She's a heavyweight. She's been moving around Monserrato, talking to people. You know, she's a former superintendent of Monserrato. So she is engaging at the very core level, you know, with the disadvantaged youth, with the women. She has really connected with those people. And so we look forward to making history and shocking this country.
Great. So beginning now and going forward of any of the presidential hopeful that will appear with us, let's know what Clarence Monoba and team wants to do for Liberia. Let's say your vision for this country.
You know, thank you very much for that question. And so I want to be very clear. I will start with some sectors, and then we can just go, you know, then you can ask. If I don't talk about a sector, then you can ask specifically about it. But I truly feel and I'm confident that if we want to change Liberia, the country that we all say every day, Liberian person say, oh, we want to change Liberia, we want to change Liberia. But then we don't go about the steps in doing it. Even, you know, this is my first time running, of course, for presidential office. Sometimes people will say, oh, we want to change Liberia, but you knew. That's how we are going to change Liberia, by selecting and electing new people to the office and the seat, a new breed of leadership. And that's what I feel I represent. So when you talk about policies, I always start with agriculture. We live in a country where every single day we have to eat rice. But yet, where do we get a majority of our rice from? From China, from India. We are not going to change and develop Liberia if we cannot grow and sustain our own food. So our policy is very plain and very simple. There are 15 counties in Liberia. Every single county will be responsible to grow something to feed the people of Liberia. So the example is this. We have Lofa, Bong, Bapolu, Kipman, Bomi, the western counties. They will be responsible to grow all of the rice that the people of Liberia will eat. We go to Nimba, we go to Granjide, they will grow cocoa, they will grow cassava. We go to the southeast, Bitabo and pepper. Do you know, Neil, last year, $7 million was spent importing pepper from Guinea. Are you trying to tell me that the people of Liberia cannot grow our own pepper? So you go to Bassa, you go to Sino, River Cess, they grow fruits, they grow vegetables. At the end of the day, every single county in Liberia will turn into a food production zone. That way the employment rate will go up and the price of food will decrease. We cannot continue to depend on other people outside of Liberia to feed Liberians. When you look at education, this is something we are very proud of, and it will completely transform our economy in our country. Right now, and let's be honest with each other, we are graduating high school seniors today who can barely read and write. And it's not because it's their fault, it's because the system has failed them. Let's look at the schools. Most schools here don't have electricity. Most of them blackboard. Most of them no books, no computers. How do we expect the young people of this country to really build the foundation to transform this country? But if we really want to give people skills and opportunities, the young people, our policy is very clear. From the day we take over, we will pass an executive order. Nobody else will graduate from high school without 2 years of technical and vocational training. So what we want to be able to do and establish is that, yes, you will have your high school diploma in your left hand, but in your right hand will be the ability to say, I have a certificate as a carpenter, as a plumber, as an electrician, as a masoner, as a caterer, something. So when you graduate from high school, you are already given the skills and ability to not only contribute to your own life, but to be able to change and develop the country. And so these are things we want to be able to do in the education sector. Yes, we have to invest more at the primary level because we understand that from first grade to fourth grade, those are the most important part of anybody's educational career. We have to be able to pay our teachers more at that level. We have to be able to make sure we have school feeding program for the young people of this country. It is so unfair that we send our 8-year-old, 9-year-old to school with two collar in their pocket, of 20 liberty in their pocket to buy water. No, you are not going to be able to learn when you're hungry.
Under your government.
Under our government, what we have to be able to do is to ensure that we have school feeding programs.
Okay.
And this can only be done if we are growing our own food. So we have to be able to make sure that every school, especially when you go to junior high and high school, they themselves, we are supporting them to be able to have small farms, to be able to grow potato greens, something so that the country can turn to the soil. So again, in education, everybody graduating from high school must have 2 years of technical and vocational training in something. Your junior year, you'll have theory. Your senior year, you'll get practical. We'll transform the country that way. We'll also invest in school feeding for the young people of this country and ensure that we have better teachers, better paid teachers, so that the educated people of Liberia will want to teach the new generation. When you look at healthcare,
the health sector, yes.
Liberia is one of the
You're only taking treatment in country instead of you flying to
I was
Ghana.
just about to say, Liberia is one of the few countries when you get sick, you don't look for a hospital, you look for a plane ticket. But then the question is how many people in Liberia can afford plane ticket to go to Ghana, to go to India, to go to America, to go to Europe? Very few. So we have to now be able to build Liberia district by district. So what I talked about with agriculture, every single district in this country should have an agricultural sector. Should have an agricultural farm that they are growing. Every single district. They also should have an industry where we are employing people from that district to work and produce something. We should have major schools and major hospitals going to the healthcare sector. Every district in Liberia should have a public-private clinic or hospital, advanced modern one, where the people of that district can go to and know for a fact there's 24-hour electricity. Most government hospitals in Liberia do not have electricity 24-hour current. They don't have enough doctors. They don't have enough nurses. They don't have enough medication on the shelves. What are we doing? Right now, once again, we have to be able to focus on JFK, Tabitha Hospital, and make them two of the best hospitals, not only in Liberia, but in West Africa. If we really want to change and develop Liberia, we should be talking about people from Ivory Coast coming to Liberia for treatment, for surgery. People from Ghana should be looking for a plane ticket. But this is the mindset that we have to be able to install in the people of Liberia. We have to raise our standards if we want to raise the living conditions of the people of Liberia. Right now, if you look around, I was just in Bassa, like I said a few days ago, in District 2. While driving there, the people in Bassa, in Nimba, I was there yesterday, in Lofa, they are living like it's in 1923. They are cooking on copa. They are living, in even
in Monserrato.
In Monserrato too. So yeah, you're right. So it's like they have outdoor toilet. There's no difference for most of the people in Liberia than 100 years ago. So that's why I continue to talk and implore the people of Liberia. I'm saying, listen, if you want to change the country of Liberia, you are not going to change it by voting for the same people who've been running in elections in 2005, 2011, 2017. To change this country, we have to change the people who lead Liberia. And that's why I'm running for president. Yes, I'm 44-year-old, but that should be an advantage.
Let's forget about age, because France President Emmanuel Macron is very young, man.
Thank you very much.
Let's look at the security sector. Not much has been said. What's your plan for the security sector?
The security sector, we can look at it in two ways, from the immigration level or the police sector or even the military. From the military standpoint, the security sector, we have very well-trained military, even the top of the leadership, the chief of staff, those are people I respect. Young men who are contributing to this.
No, but the security people don't talk.
Yeah, they don't talk.
But the people that complain and swallow it. What's your plan to revamp the security sector, or modern a plan ticket?
We want to be very clear. We have a 2,000 plus army of military right now. We should be talking about a 20,000 plus military, to be frank with you. But 20,000 people, not to hold AK-47 and M16. We should have a large contingent of Army Corps of Engineers. These people who will be college and high school graduates, skilled in road development and making sure they have solar energy, to schools and hospitals, and making sure farm to market roads are there, making sure our clinics are well staffed. We should have 20,000 plus military personnel or Army Corps engineers. That way, with God's blessing and the support of the people who are listening to me, right, we'll be able to send 2,000, 3,000 people to Grand Crew and say, your assignment as the military personnel is to go to Grand Crew and not leave there until every farm that is in Grand Crew is connected to the main road. You take another 2,000-3,000 and you send them to Grand Jide. You say your responsibility and your job is to make sure, your assignment is to make sure that every single hospital in Grand Jide has solar energy. Every single school in Grand Jide has indoor toilets and indoor bathrooms for the students. That's how we should be utilizing the security sector in our military. Yes, we need the military to protect our borders, but again, we also need the military to help build the country and provide jobs for the young people.
So yeah, go ahead. The next question can say how. Yes, it's easier to talk. It's easier to talk. It's easier to talk. But how is this going to be there? How is it going to work?
So just something. On the size of your budget. So how do you intend to raise the budget to the extent that you can achieve some of these vision?
Absolutely. No, and thank you both for your asked a very important question. And I'll go back. Please remind me to go back to the security sector so we can talk about police and other stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, our $700 million budget is, I don't even want to say peanuts, it's nothing to develop this country. So again, we continue to fool ourselves to think that the $700 million is truly going to transform Liberia. It is not, especially how it is set up right now in terms of most of that money goes to lawmaker salary, fuel, scratch cards, travel, the president's office, I think getting almost $20 million where a hospital gets $100,000. We have to be able to truly look at the budget of Liberia and make it work for the people of Liberia and not the lawmakers and government officials of Liberia. That's the first thing. But secondly, the reason why it is so important that we change the type of leaders we elect is because every country we depend on international and foreign direct investment into the country. So then I ask the people who are listening to me right now. Again, I always say that I've been very blessed in my life. I have 2 masters and a PhD, to some of the best schools in the world, all on academic scholarships. To be able to bring in international investment into Liberia, to be able to bring in World Bank money into Liberia, and I've served as a consultant for the World Bank, we need leaders who can go and negotiate and speak the language of the international community.
Okay.
And the blessing for me is that's what I'm very skilled at.
You have that kind of connection?
I have the connections, again, not only from school, but from work. I've been blessed. I was one of the 4 people who negotiated the $250 million that was used to finalize and build Mount Coffee Hydro. I've been able to help to negotiate the funding for the airport terminal.
Okay.
So I've been able to raise hundreds of millions of dollars.
So you're not that strange. Someone will say Clarence Bonova is strange, but you part of you have a fingerprint on the building of the hydro, the terminal as well.
The CLSG line, which was dedicated just recently in December by this administration. I was chairman of LEC when we broke ground on that in 2017, which brings electricity from Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. I oversaw some of the implementation of the red light to Banga to Ganta road. I helped to oversee the implementation of the Somalia Drive Japanese highway.
Okay.
And also help with the negotiations of the contractor for the Lofa road. So I've been working in this country. I've experienced in this country at at very high levels of government. The issue is, when people hear my name and they say, "Oh, that just new."
They'll put it out. Yes, that's the father, the son of the late Vice President Liberia, Harry Monda. Why is it? Let's go to this. Since we're into campaign period, I don't want to take you away from what is going on. Your message, is it resonating to the people? You're reaching out. Is it the other people listening to what you're saying? The message?
100%. And honestly, I'm so proud. When I first started this journey about 1.5 years ago, I started going around the country. To be honest with you, I was nervous. I was like, oh, if I go to, River Cess.
Other people say that.
Yeah. What would they say?
What would they say?
Yeah, exactly.
They know you to be from Lofa.
Exactly.
Why are you going to the river?
Exactly. Exactly. You know, so those are the things. You know, I was thinking, would they actually understand the message I'm trying to give? But at the end of the day, every Liberian in this country wants to see a better Liberia, and so because of that, the message resonates. And my message is very simple: Liberia is going to be a great country one day. One day, our nation will be a great country. Let it happen when we are alive. And if it's going to happen when we are alive, then we already know that only Liberians can fix Liberia. So because of that, we all have to now contribute because no one person can fix Liberia. If any one person say, "Oh, I will fix it when I get there," they are lying to you. It has to be a collection of every single Liberian working together collectively to ensure that we have a better and brighter future. So that's why I tell people when they see me, I say, listen, this election is not going to be about voting for the past.
Okay.
The past has failed us. The past has failed us. The past is the reason why when you walk around Monrovia, you see debt everywhere. You see unemployment. You see suffering. That's the past. The present today is not happy. We are not happy with the conditions of the day. So there's no one Liberian in this country who will ever tell you, "Oh yeah, Liberia is we're moving." We are not.
Let me take you on this one. This issue of crowd business, because I said to MARKA this morning, I'm done with crowd because I saw the crowd you put up in Lofa County. That probably was not going to surprise me because that's your hometown. Then you went on to Nimba County. The number you put out in Nimba, then I saw some other presidential hopeful as well. I said, but this issue of crowd, are they the same people just going? Okay, today they were George Weah. Next they will Cummins. They will Sarah Bell. They will tell Congolo. Now they will Dr. Clarence Monuba. The crowd. Let's look at this crowd issue now. You know, are you moved by the crowd? If the crowd there, you win the elections.
Yeah, you know what we hope for is the silent voters. We are hoping for the silent voters. You know, the crowd is good and make you feel good to say, "Oh yeah, we put out 2,000-3,000 people." But at the end of the day, we need people who will actually go to the booth and vote for the future of Liberia. And so that's where I go back to myself. I pray to God that when people see me, they see the future of Liberia. And that's what we have to be doing, a brighter future, a better future. The crowd goes there, they want to see, they want t-shirt, they want, feeding. So a lot of times in the crowd, it may or may not be people who support you. So us here at LINU, Liberia National Union, we are very clear. We want to bring our supporters to engage with, not just crowd to say, "Oh, you'll come, we'll get your father, we'll get your $10." We'll never do that. We don't do that. And so the whole idea is we were able to go to Nimba. And a lot of times people say,
"Going to Nimba, you were afraid." Say, "This is not my comfort zone."
But honestly,
that is not my terrain. I'm going to Nimba. You from Lofa, she's from Montserrat.
But honestly, we have a strong team in Nimba who is running on our ticket. First of all, we are very proud to say Liberia National Union. We have the third largest party in terms of people running on our seat. That's something we really focused on. We have 50 people who are running on our political party, which is the third highest in the country. And so going to Nimba, we were launching the campaign activities of one of our strong representatives in Benjamin Zegbe. So he's running in District 2. And so extremely strong. We expect him to be able to win. And so we went to support his efforts. And so he was able to, he has really been living in
District 2.
In District 2 in Nimba. So he has been there. He has been working with the people. And so I went there to support him. And then the crowd he brought out and who were expressing complete support, not only of him, but us at the president.
What's the crowd there for Benjamin?
It's a combination of both.
Is Benjamin pushing the message from
he is.
Dr. Clarence Monuba, or did you see him as a candidate on your party ticket?
No, and we were clear with everybody. And it wasn't difficult to get people to run on our ticket, to be frank with you. But we're very clear with everybody. It has to be the ideals of a new Liberia, which is what we want. We didn't with you want to run on party? Come. No, it was, this is what we stand for. These are our policies. If you agree with that, you can run. If you agree the fact that, you think that our presidency will truly transform this country, then you can run. And so these are the things we've been doing. We've been going around the country. Again, we have very strong people. We hope to have one of the biggest political parties in Liberia. And so we are working towards that. But the idea isn't just to say, "Oh, we have a political party and we win enough seats." our goal, our intention, my intention of running for president is not just only to say, oh, I'm president. No, my goal is to be able to tell the people of Liberia that we are now transforming the country of Liberia. And so that's why we are running. So going back to the crowd thing, everywhere we go, we prove thousands of people. We hope that it translates into the booth.
From the crowd to the ballot box.
From the crowd to the ballot box, exactly. But I truly believe we are in the position. I always tell the people, I'm like, listen, there are certain things you want in a president, and please just give me 2 minutes just to
Go ahead.
explain that. There are certain things I think any Liberian will want in a president. The first thing, you will want the person to be educated, right? We've been blessed. We have 2 masters and a PhD. We will be the most educated presidential candidate in the history of Liberia. So you put that to the side because we already know
a new record.
Yeah, new record. We like to set records.
Okay.
But you already know that not only we as we say in Liberia, not only book will eat. So then you want the person to be qualified. Again, we've also been blessed with that. We've worked as a diplomat, at the Liberian embassy, but we've also served as a consultant to the World Bank, African Development Bank, the United Nations. We served as Minister of State with our portfolio in the previous administration. We served as head of the President Delivery Unit, overseeing all of the major infrastructure in this country, negotiating hundreds of millions of dollars of deals. And we've also served as chairman of LEC. So you have the education, you have the experience, but character and the vision. And when you go to character, you already understand that not one single human being in Liberia, I'm proud of it, would ever say that Dr. Clarence Muniba took 5 cents in bribes or kickbacks. It will never happen. So you want somebody who has a clean character and no stigma. So these are the things we offer. And then most importantly, the vision and the energy to transform Liberia. So because of that, we hope that the crowds that are coming to us will not only support us in public, but also when they go to the ballot box, they know and understand. And I'm talking to the people of Liberia directly right now. If we are going to change Liberia, we have to change the leaders who lead Liberia. It cannot be the same order. It cannot be people who've been running since 2005. It cannot be people who've been in the leadership since 2000. We have to change the type of people who represent and the type of faces who lead this country. And so that's why, again, I'm proud to not only be a new face, but experienced, skilled, educated, competent with a vision. But I'm also proud to be leading my generation, the 85% of the people in this country who are under the age of 45. I'm proud. So we pray and we hope that the silent voters, the supporters, will support us in the ballot box to vote number 13, which is where
I'm number 13.
Number 13.
You're on 13th Street.
I'm 13th Street.
You're on 13th Street.
So myself and Grace Brown, we are on number 13.
Your chances in this election, how are your chances?
I just explained, what I hope our chances are. Listen,
in terms of winning the election, or perhaps there's a second round, Clarence Muniba, Grace Brown falls into the second round.
I truly believe that if the people of Liberia want change, we will be in the second round, to be frank with you. If they want fundamental change, not just change by mouth, not that, we want change, and then you go back to the same thing. That's why sometimes I can laugh when people say, oh, Dr. Muniba, you're so good to be president. You should wait small. I can say, fine, if you want me to wait, let all of us wait for development. Let all of us wait for good roads and good schools and good hospitals. The future to the people of Liberia, and I'm telling you, take politics out of it. The future, your future that you're looking for is not 10 years from now. The future you are looking for is not 5 years from now. The future you are looking for starts today. So let us now vote for the future of Liberia, and I truly believe I represent the future of Liberia. So I truly believe I like our chances. To be frank with you, I really like the chances of us getting to a second round and making history. So the people listening, join our team. Vote number 13. Understand that to change Liberia, we have to change the page on old leader, the typical Liberian politicians. We have to be able to transform this country. It's going to happen in our lifetime.
Great. So we want to make this interactive. We should be very civil enough. Those of us who are trying to call, if you want to make your point, just go to the issue, speak to the issue. It's number 13 on the ballot box. Yes, we hope to play some radio jingles for you.
Hey, you got some? Do y'all have one or two?
No, I mean, you pay for some spots to play them. This is true FM, man. I said elections go with finance. Now you're going to pay the people, but in terms of campaigning, your financial muscles? How is it? Is it working? Or
You know, it's a fight. Every single day is a fight. We have thousands of people all around the country who are sacrificing, truly sacrificing for the vision that we have in terms of transforming Liberia. You know, so it's frustrating sometimes because listen, money business is hard. And when you don't have somebody, you know, supporting you and you didn't, you know, you worked in government but you didn't steal money, um, you know that you know the sacrifice being made is not only your supporters but yourself. And so, but we continue to have faith. If money wins elections, you know, then we wouldn't have had the results we've had in the past. Money does not win elections. Personalities do, the ideas do, and the people of Liberia win elections. So we are hopeful. We are hopeful that we'll continue to push forward and make it to October 10th, where we can get to the second round by voting number 13. Please, the people of Liberia, you know, you can't eat crab with shin fists.
Okay. So two quick questions. This is very important. The Board of Commissioner, what's your take on that? I listened to one or two women that trust the Elections Commission as we go into the process as this current Board of Commissioners. What's it?
You know, I'm hopeful that they love Liberia more than they love themselves. I'm hoping that they love Liberia more than they love their job that they have in terms of or any loyalty to somebody who put them in the positions. You know, because at the end of the day, we know that the current administration assigned them in the positions, but they have to understand and know that history will judge them. And so, you know, let's see. We hope that it's free and fair, but we know from the past few months it haven't been necessarily free and fair.
They conducted two elections, the special election, the by-elections.
Yeah,
but the results.
But I was even talking about, you know, the fact of, you know, how we've been promoting, you know, how we've been promoting and campaigning over the past few months, what the current administration have been doing. We also can look at financing of campaigns, where money comes from. There's no discussion. We can act like, you know, we act like it never, you know. So these are things. If we truly want a free and fair elections, we have to be questioning where money is coming from. You know, some meaning one political party has spent millions of dollars. Where is the money coming from? You know, so these are things when we talk about the free and fair elections. These are questions we also have to be asking as well. Because, you know, for people like us who have not stolen, you know, we don't have, you know, then the question comes in. When one political party goes and get T-shirt and $20 to everybody, then everybody comes to you and say, oh, but they were giving T-shirt and $20 away your own. And so let's pray for a free and fair elections. I believe that the people on the commission want to see a peaceful and better Liberia. So let's hold them at their word. They've committed to having that, but we will not be scared or will not hesitate to call them out if they blunder. And let's hope they do not blunder.
In terms of this 1-round victory, what's your take on this 1-round victory? Because for 2005 to 2017, we have been to round two.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, what is 1-round victory thing coming from?
It's impossible. It's just people making big money. You know, it's just people, you know, talking, oh, 1 round. You cannot win a 1-round victory in Liberia. It's impossible. It's virtually impossible to win 1 round just because there are a lot of people running. So it's impossible to do so. But, you know, you have a legitimate 3 to 4, you know, you have 4 legitimate contenders who are going to get a fair share of the electorates. And so the idea is that in the second round, whoever makes it to the second round, there's going to have to be collaboration.
Great. So if your party don't make it into the second round, or if you make it into the second round, let's ask this way: will you support another political party, and as long as you don't make it into the second round?
You know, it depends who makes it to the second round. Again, I tell people we are in this process not because we are politicians. We are in this process because we want to see a change Liberia. So if people make it to the second round that I don't believe in their vision, I don't like their history, what they have done, then no, we don't have to support anybody. That's when the people who support us will vote their conscience. But with that being said, we are confident that the silent majority of Liberians, the people who see us, understand us, hear our message. And so therefore, O'Neill, I thank you for this platform because I'm sure, you know, that as people hear me and listen to our platform, they will come on board. And so every single day we can vote us, we can support us. And so the only question we have is, again, I'll ask the question: are Liberian people ready to vote for the future of this country? If they are ready to vote for the future of Liberia, we will be in the second round. So again, I continue to ask the people: vote number 13, vote for Dr. Clarence Muniba, vote for Madam Grace Brown. We will transform and change this country.
All right, great. We'll transform and change the country. Let's see who can flip the lines, open up. Yes, yes.
770-202-0579 is one of the numbers you can call this morning.
0770-153265. Dr. Clarence Monuba.
Let me take the first one.
Yeah, Maka, go ahead.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Hold on.
I like your any become the radio bit. But I thought you could start from maybe representative, then move to the second.
Okay. Now the main question is no.
Okay. Yeah, let me pick. Yes, this guy on the line. Yeah, let's pick this call on the line. Good morning.
Thank you very much for calling me. My name is Elijah. I'm calling from Converton resident. I'm constrained. I want to silent listener on your True Breakfast show. You and Michael Davis. Dr. Moniba spoke lengthily. I followed his Facebook page where they went low far, Nima and Grandpas are encouraging that this whole thing have been changed to generation fight. So if young people in this country believe that indeed we need a change or we need a new breed of people getting on board, qualified, energetic, and experienced, I think that the money back should be the face for us. Thank you very much for giving me the time.
All right. Yes, 0770-153-265.
Let me take this one.
You got a call from your end?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. Our person slipped off the line. This one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel, and I call from Abel Firestone.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say a big thank you to Dr. Monua. But I listened to everything he said. I didn't hear anything about the war and economic transport to Liberia. I don't know how.
Okay, no question you're asking there.
Okay.
No question. I got Titus on the line.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Hold on, Titus. Okay, let's see if we can pick in. Yeah, good morning, Titus Charlie.
Good morning. My name is Nicola Ray. I have a few questions for Dr. Monua. What has he contributed immensely to this nation? What in private life before he wants to become a president? Is he not thinking like he should start from some of the job or something like that?
Okay, I'm already on the ballot battle. Great. So, Maka, if you have call.
Yeah, let me take this one. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening to your line?
Thank you so much. Maka, that's the first of Samuel Sakai Johnson, and I'm from outside this morning. Let me appreciate you this morning. And I'm pleased to be national capitalist to men of the best most formidable force in the 2023 elections. And let me say this matter. Look, these two individuals to the represent the loss of an aspiration of our people. If we want to change this country and transform the development in general of our country, like Ibrahim said, we cannot continue to elect people who contested 2005, 2017, 2011 with the same agenda, and the living condition of our people still remain the same. So if the majority of the young people of our country, if the majority of the people of our country who are living in a destitute condition, who are living in a sovereign and impoverished situation, they need a real change for the transformation of our country. We think about our great people and Dr. Mata possesses that democratic credentials and value to transform our country. And that is the reason why many of us are towards this agenda. If we must not consistently be voting on the basis of popularity, or they may get too much popularity. Popularity contests are never taken Liberia anywhere. It is about the solid it is about the development of our country, and that is the reason why we are projecting this ticket to the Liberian people every day and believe that our message is resonating in the ears of our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, National Campaign Spokesman. Thank you.
Yes, so let's take just two more calls, and we'll give you the next 5-6 minutes. Let's see if I can pick this. You got a call from your end?
No.
Okay, let me see if I can pick this person on my line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Well-
How are you?
Morning, go ahead.
My name is Marwan Escobar, and I call for Caldwell District 15. And I'm so impressed with Dr. Clarence K. Morning. Let me say good morning to you, sir.
Thank you.
And I do hope and pray that come October 10, you become our next president, because your dreams, your vision are clear as daylight. And all your method of achieving a better Liberia is clear and so fine. And we, the young people of Liberia, we see ourselves in you and we believe in you 100%. Hashtag believe, hashtag number 13. Thank you, sir.
All right. Great. So one more call, then we'll go.
Yeah,
So
finally, let me take this. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good morning, my guy, and good morning to our studio guests. I thought Clarence Marco, I think he.
Morning back.
My name is Jaga, the call from our community in District 3. All right. I think he sounds a little different from the comments. I think they have a vision. I wonder why they have not met with elections.
Okay.
all right. Yes. So that you can use the next 5-6 minutes to respond to the callers.
You know, I would like to thank everybody who called in. It makes me feel, it makes me feel happy when people call in, and the only thing, if it's something negative, is that I'm young. I'm 44 years old. Let's look, and O'Neill, you mentioned it. The president of France was 39 when he took over. The first president of Liberia was 39, J.J. Roberts. President Barack Obama, of the largest country and most complicated country, was 46, 47 when he became president. So only in Liberia do we take somebody who is 44-year-old and say they are young. And so this is the thing now. The first person who said, I should have started a representative. The only reason they are saying that is because of my age. No opposition leader who is running right now has served as a representative or senator. None. But the reason why they bring that to me again is because I'm 44. So, and the two people who asked that, saying, I should have started that, they themselves are young. So you cannot do that to yourself. As a young person, do not let anybody limit your dreams. So I'm talking to the two people specifically who say I should have started as representative. So in the future, when you go get a job, we'll say, oh no, there's a 70-year-old man who wanted a job. So wait, you're young. Let's stop doing that to ourselves as young people. Once again, the only reason we will not get to the second round is if the young people of this country do not believe in themselves. If the young people of this country believe in our ability to transform this country, we will not only get to the second round, but we will win easily. So that's why I'm talking directly to the young people of this country. The people, the 85% who are under the age of 45. Believe in yourself. Believe in our generation. Believe in our ability to transform this country, and we will do so. So the young people of this country, please come on board. Understand that we have the ability. The other people, we respect them. They have trained us. They have educated us. It is now our time to take care of them. We cannot continue to sit down as 25-year-old people and wait for other people to fix this country for us. So listen, I am fighting for the leadership of this country, and I'm fighting to prove to this country that our generation can change this country. So again, please, the people saying I should start a representative, you are only saying that because of my age. So stop doing that to yourself and our generation. Somebody asked about the War and Economic Crimes Court. Absolutely. Absolutely will support the War and Economic Crimes Court, but not in the first year. We'll support it in the third year so that the people in my administration will also be subject to investigation.
Okay.
The thing we have in this country is proven. Let's look at the current administration. We already know they are not going to implement a War and Economic Crimes Court. We know it clear. One of the other major political parties is heavily associated with somebody who will be principal number one on the War and Economic.
So maybe leave that, not to drill away from your campaign message.
No, that's fine. But what I'm saying is,
will you support the War and Economic Crimes
absolutely
under your government?
Absolutely.
Okay, so hold you on record for that.
No, 100% hold
you on record for
but
that.
Then we also have to make a distinction, because in politics it's about distinction. you have to look at who other political parties are associating with, and then truly ask
So
yourself,
maybe you'll need these people in the second round. Your party falls into the second round. You need a support. So meanwhile,
no, but it doesn't. You still have to tell the truth.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll need support, but we want people who will support us in the effort to bring one.
there's a caller who said that what have you done personally that you want to be you want to be president, in fact.
And so that caller, unfortunately, I think they may have come in late. And didn't listen to what we've been able to do, but it gives me an opportunity to recap everything. Serving as the head of the present delivery unit, I'm proud to say I helped to negotiate the Lofa Road with the contractors for the Lofa Road. I helped to identify the funding and negotiate the funding for the new airport terminal. I helped to negotiate the $250 million for Mount Coffee Hydro. As chairman of LEC, we helped to break ground on the CLSG, which is bringing electricity from Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, and Sierra Leone. As head of the present delivery unit, I oversaw the implementation of the White Plains Water Facility plant. I also oversaw the implementation of the Japanese Highway Somalia Drive Road, the ELW road that's being built right now. I helped to identify the funding from the World Bank when I was head of the present delivery unit, and many other major initiatives and projects that have been done in this country. Even when you go from the red light to Banga to Kanta Road, I helped to oversee implementation of that. The southeastern road, Kalokin to Hapa, I helped to oversee implementation. Again, as head of the present delivery unit, as chairman of LEC, as Minister of State with our portfolio. And then I've also served as the consultant to the World Bank, consultant to African Development Bank, consultant to the United Nations. So the experience should not be a question. The education, it should not be a question. The character should not be a question. The only question goes back to the young people of this country. Are you ready for our generation to now take leadership? If you are, then please support myself, Grace Brown, number 13.
As you close up, your final words.
Again, I appreciate, the level of effort you all are putting towards, helping to keep this election very civil. You guys are very open and talking about the issues. I've done over 150 interviews now on radio. You know professionals when you see when the two of you all, Micah, and yourself, are true professionals. So I really appreciate everybody for that, for the work you are doing to keep Liberia going positive. The last message again to the people of Liberia: we are going to have a great country one day. There's no two ways around it. Liberia is going to be a great country. Only Liberians can fix Liberia. And to the people of my generation, I want us to take the responsibility. Listen, our generation will be the ones responsible to transform and change this country. We have to believe it. Don't let anybody limit your potential. Don't, if you want to open business like me, I'm running for president of Liberia because I'm qualified to be president of Liberia. Don't let anybody else he's young, he should be representative. No, don't let anybody determine your future. Do not let anybody determine your future. The same way we cannot let anybody determine the great and the bright future of Liberia. So thank you very much for the opportunity. We'll continue to campaign and talk to the people of Liberia with the hope and prayer that the silent voters in this country will come on board and support myself, support Grace Brown, for a brighter and better future. Thank you so much.
Great. The voice of Dr. Clarence Monuba closing us up on this Monday edition of the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of our affiliate radio stations from relaying this broadcast. We'll be back on tomorrow. It's been wonderful serving breakfast. Same 7:30 this morning at the Butler and camera. MARKA Davis. My name is Oni Roberts. In the midst of all, country friends. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Let me know.